And today is another installation of my in-depth bookshelf tour. Ooh, that didn't work, did it? My in-depth bookshelf tour. And this one is the last one of the tour. Anyways, this is number 15. I'm going to link probably in every single one of these. I'm going to link my library tour video. That way you can go watch that and know which one I'm talking about, even though you're going to be seeing every single book that's on there. Just in case you want to know. Yeah, but let's go ahead. There's 18. So this one's going to be in 2 parts. 9 and 9. Obviously. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, the first book that I'm going to talk about is this one. It's called Miss Pringle. Ooh, a semi just went down the road. Semis don't go down my road very often. Trucks and cars and things do, and the snowplow sometimes goes down. Not very often, because we're like a third street. Like you have the main street, and then you have second streets, which are kind of main streets, and then you have my street, which is like not even anywhere close to being a main street. Yeah, semis don't go down very often. But then anyway, the first one is this one, Miss Pringle. It's by Mrs. Pringle. It's by Miss Reed, who is apparently actually Mrs. Dora Saint. And this book, I don't really know what this is about. Let me see if there's an inside thing. Okay, there is. But Mrs. Oh God, what's her name? Miss Reed, Mrs. Dora Saint, is she draws on her own memories of living and teaching in a small English village for the Fairacre and Thrush Green novels, which I guess this is one of them. But I love the cover of this. Let me zoom in on this one. See if you can actually see this. There we go. There's Miss Pringle. I love it. I love it so much. Look at her. Our 33rd Miss Reed book focuses on the redoubtable cleaner of Oh, she's a cleaner. Okay. Mrs. Pringle has always been a favorite character in the Fairacre series. Okay. Okay. Now, through the eyes and anecdotes of the schoolmistress, Miss Reed, and others in the village, we trace Mrs. Pringle's life from childhood through her long association with the school. Okay, so basically, it's just about Mrs. Pringle, who's the cleaner of Fairacre School, I guess. The Fairacre Village School, I suppose. So, yeah. The next book is this one. Victor Canning, the Limbo Line. I don't even remember what these are called sometimes. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Continued on the back flap. Of course, I don't know why it has to be continued on the back flap. Look. There's not much here, right? It could, get rid of some of this stuff and have, anyways, okay. It began with a coded message. A grip to Kappa. Give soonest date on Irina Tovskaya. Oh, God. Okay. Pretty dark-haired Irina was a dancer who, guys, Rudolph Nureyev, oh, God, reared in the Kirov Ballet in Leningrad, oh, God, had defected to the West. This is gonna go well. Now she was to be next in line of the refugees who were becoming spirited back to Russia to become, after suitable reorientation, tools for anti-Western propaganda. English intelligence knew of the traffic, but until the message from Agrippa to Kappa was intercepted, they knew nothing else about the operation. Agrippa itself was on the surface of a wholly legitimate trade organization in Paris. Oh, geez. But who or what were Kappa and Taro in limbo? And where did the trail lead? Inveigled, guessing it means inveigled. Ooh, he's interesting looking. Okay. Inveigled back into the department of the special assignment, Richard Manston approached the job with a certain loathing. The job was not necessarily to save Irina, but rather to break the undercover organization, even if Irina had to be sacrificed. Aww. Poor Irina. He had to begin it, in fact, by permitting Irina to be kidnapped, and he was already half in love with her. That's going to end well. Superb in its humanity and in its timelessness, unflagging in suspense, the Limbo Line is in every way a bravura performance by a master of the novel of pursuit. Oh, I butchered all of that. Oh, God. Okay, there's that one. The next one is this one. How pretty. This is Golden Tales of New England. And it is edited by May Lamberton Becker with illustrations by Lois Lenski. I don't know who wrote this, because it doesn't tell me by this person. It just is edited and illustrated by these two people. In this charming collection of 22 stories and sketches, May Lamberton Becker opens the door to that early New England that set its impression so largely on our entire national life. Through the medium of these stories, we glimpse the New England mind and spirit that has so greatly influenced us, as well as the manner in which its people lived. Their homes, their clothes, food, hobbies, customs, even their climate and the land itself. The next one is this one, which I don't even know what this is. Can you see this? I don't think you can even see this. This one. This one. It is The Vixens by Frank Yerby. Yerby. Y-E-R-B-Y, Yerby. I like his name. The Civil War was a thing of the past, and the carpetbaggers, ooh, man. Okay, let's just try this whole thing again. The Civil War was a thing of the past, and the carpetbaggers had already descended upon the South when Laird Fournois returned to New Orleans. Black of hair, skin coppery as a creek's, he was a legend even in that wicked and colorful city. No man was a deadlier shot, and none so cavalier and reckless at love. The people of New Orleans, in those bitter years that followed the Civil War, could understand a carpetbagger, and their hatred of the piratical Yankees who descended upon them like locusts in the train of the victorious armies. Was tempered by their contempt for a people who had won a war by burning barns, destroying crops, twisting railroad tracks, and pillaging the countryside. Ooh, that sounds interesting. There's more, but I don't want to read it all. The next one is this one. Oh God. This is called The Robe. Oh, there's a map. Oh, there's a map of Asia. And England. Well, this is cool. I'm going to show you this. How close do I need to get for you to see all this? Well, let's do one side then. And we'll show you each side. Look. The Roman Empire in its first century. In the first century. Not its first century. Look at it. And then we have this map over here. I don't even know how well you can see this, but I'm showing you anyway. So yeah, it's called The Robe, and it is by Lloyd C. Douglas. I don't know what this is like, other than it saying the Roman Empire in the first century. I don't know what this is about, because there's no dust jacket. I'm going to read you the first however much I want to, because these paragraphs are really short, and other ones that don't have dust jackets, I've read the first paragraph or two. But these are really short, so we'll just see how it goes. I might read until the last full paragraph that's on this page. We'll just see how it goes. Because she was only 15 and busy with her growing up, Lucia's periods of reflection were brief and infrequent, but this morning she felt weighted with responsibility. Last night, her mother, who rarely talked to her about anything more perplexing than the advantages of clean hands and a pure heart, had privately discussed the possible outcome of Father's reckless remarks yesterday in the Senate, and Lucia, flattered by this confidence, had declared maturely that Prince Gaius wasn't in a position to do anything about it. But after she had gone to bed, Lucia began to fret. Gaius might indeed overlook her father's heated comments about the extravagances and mismanagement of his government, if he had had no previous occasion for grievance against the Gallio family. There was, however, another grievance that no one knew about except herself and Diana. This would all have to be careful now, or they might get into serious trouble. The birds had awakened her early. She was not yet used to their flutterings and twitterings, for they had returned much sooner than usual, spring having arrived and unpacked before February's lease was up. Lucia roused to Lucia roused to a consciousness of the fret that she had taken to bed with her. It was still there, like a toothache. Dressing quickly so as not to disturb Tertia. Oh God, these people. Maybe that's because they're like Roman. They have interesting names. Who was soundly asleep in the alcove. Oh God, and would be alarmed when she roused to find her mistress's couch vacant. Lucia slipped her sandals softly over the exquisitely wrought mosaics that led from her bedchamber and through her parlor into the long corridor and down to the wide stairway to the spacious hall and out into the vast oh my God, there's so many words. And the vast peristyle where she paused, shielding her eyes against the sun. There's so many words in that sentence. Oh my God. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, it sounds interesting, doesn't it? Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Maybe it's just me that I've been reading quite a bit recently. I've been reading the same book. Well, not technically the same book, but the same story, like the same series for a while now. And because there's more on that. I'm making a whole video on them, so I want to read back through them. Anyways, the next one, I'm not going to read anything about this because it's pretty much self-explanatory. Is this one? It is called The Way to Become the Sensuous Woman. The first how-to book for the female who yearns to be all woman. And it is by Jay. That's all it says. Right here. It says, by Jay. See him? Or her. It could be a her. It could be a him. I don't know. By Jay. I don't know. And that's all it says on the inside, too. So, I don't know what that means. I don't know why I have that book anyway, but, the next one is this one. It's The Oregon Trail. And it is by Parkman. I don't know who Parkman is. Hold on. Let me just tell you, Francis Parkman. This book was made in 1946. This was in 1945, I guess. Last spring, 1846, was a busy season in the city of St. Louis. But not only were immigrants from every part of the country preparing for the journey to Oregon and California, but an unusual number of traders were making ready their wagons and outfits for Santa Fe. The hotels were crowded, and the gunsmiths and saddlers were kept constantly at work in providing arms and equipments for the different parties of travelers. Steamboats were leaving the levee and passing up the Missouri, crowded with passengers on their way to the frontier, which I'm guessing means that maybe something about gold. I don't know, though. I could be wrong. Something about gold in the West and that kind of thing is, I think, what's going on here. But there's that one. The next one is this one. It is called My Zoo Family, and it is by Helen Martini. Oh, and it's illustrated. Ah. Okay, so I'm fairly certain this is just about Helen Martini. She worked at some zoo. And, there's pictures in here. I'm going to show you some of those, but hold on a sec. Let's see when this was. 1955. And let me see if it tells me when, what zoo it was. Ooh. New York Zoological Society. So I'm guessing it's just like the New York Zoo. But I could be wrong. Hold on a minute. How it all started. All I just want to know is, Bronx. Yeah, New York. She worked at the Bronx Zoo in New York. And I have to show you some of these pictures because they're adorable. Let me get to the very first one so I can look through and see which ones I want to show you, except I'm pretty sure I could show you all of them. Oh, there's a tiger. Not a tiger. What am I thinking? There's two pictures of African lions, Bruno and Lady. Oh, they took some of these animals to their house. Some of the babies to care for them. Here, let me show you the little tigers. Dhaka, Rajpur, and Raniganj, something like that. They're right there. Look at them. Aren't they cute? There she is. There's Helen with the tigers. And here she is again, spraying, playing with them. I'm guessing she's trying to clean the cage. Nope, they're playing in the water. They're playing in the water. Oh, there they are. Here they all are, grown up. All grown up. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's Helen, and there's a couple of them, or 3 of them if you can see all 3. Let's see. Oh, they were celebrating their birthday. That's adorable. Oh man, I want her life. I want her life. Here she is with cats all over her. Is that even straight? It might be all wonky jawed, but that's okay. There's that. Let's see what else. Oh, here's Bagheera. She named her black leopard Bagheera, which I think is amazing. There's Bagheera. There she is with Bagheera. I'm going for a walk. These are so good. Oh man, you're gonna love these. Oh, here's Bagheera. There we are. Let's just show you both of these at the same time. I love it. And I love that she named him Bagheera. I don't know if Bagheera is a boy or girl. I probably said earlier, but that's okay. They also had a young orangutan. Look at him. Oh, let me get my hand out of the way. Look at him. Oh, and there's a lion over here going rare. But ignore that. Look. I really like this. Their orangutan played the sack game, which looks like that. He would I guess he would hide in a sack. Look at him. I really like these pictures, and I hope you like these pictures too. Rani being introduced to her older brothers and sister. So the tigers that you saw earlier, there's their little sister. Oh, here's Duchess carrying some meat. There she is. I hope you're enjoying these pictures because I'm enjoying them. If you're not, then that's fine. Here's Daka with her litter of Prince, Princess, and Duke. Here she is with her babies. Is that even straight? Oh god, I could be completely off, but there you go. I'm trying to use the mirror that's sitting behind you. He has a Mambo the gorilla. Mambo the gorilla. There he is. She, he. I don't know if it's a he or she because it doesn't say. So, I don't know. They also had, they got Mambo to replace Sumali. I guess Sumali. I guess maybe he died or something. She or he died. But there they are. See, I'm trying to use the mirror that's sitting behind you to show you these pictures because I don't have a viewfinder on this camera. Ooh, there, it's blurry now. It's not blurry now. The last picture, I think this is the last one. No, it's not. Never mind. Okay, so this is a rare imperial marmoset, and marmosets are just like little monkey things. But anyways, I'm trying to use this mirror, and it's hard. So, if some of these pictures aren't exactly straight, or if it seems like I'm having trouble getting them in frame, it's because I'm using a mirror, and it's warping my vision. Okay, next one I'm going to show you is a young Adex, which is like a little deery kind of antelope-y kind of thing, which is right there. Ignore her big face here in the side. Ignore that. There she is feeding it. And here's some little deer with, I think, 2 tiger cubs. So there's that one. Dolly and Bambi are the deer, and Chandpur and Rangpur are the lion or tigers. Here is Bowser the snow leopard. Yeah, here's Bowser the snow leopard. Ignore Bambi and them over there. Yeah, Bambi was at the children's zoo. But there's Bowser. He was brought to them by a retired soldier from Western Asia. Here's Juan and Juanita. They are leopards. They're really cute. I don't know how many pictures are left, but you know. And on the other side there's a South American yapok and a ring-tailed lemur. Ring-tailed lemur's on the bottom, if you can't tell. Well, here's the lemur. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. There's the lemur. And here's the yapok. Ignore the leopard. Ignore the leopard on the other side. There we go. I think there shouldn't be too many more. Here are Juanita's cubs. Juan and Juanita's cubs. Right there. They're really cute. It doesn't tell me what she named them. So there she is bottle feeding one of them. Here, let me get this. There we go. Okay. And I think that's it. This is the last one, and this is Senor Lopez. I hope you enjoyed those pictures because I enjoyed looking at them. The next one is this one, and I'm not going to talk about this one because this is it. It's Lassie Come Home by Eric Knight. So that's it. I'm not going to tell you anything else about this. Okay, everyone, that is it for this first half of the 15th bookshelf. I can't believe we're almost done. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope one or more of these books sounded good to you. And I'll see you later. Bye!